This is so important, and I love you so much, and I see your worth as a woman. Listen to me clearly.
You know you want this for this.
Welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to see you today. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm Regal Girl, and you have just entered the Regal land. We're the most royal gang in YouTube, so I think you should join us and come get your crown. Okay, so let's get into it because this is a very juicy topic and it's very vital, especially as a young woman, in my opinion, because at my age, I'm 19 if you didn't know, I'm fresh out here in the streets, like, let's be honest. Therefore, I must act accordingly. I might not know everything there is about love, finding love, but I know that because of the type of woman I am, a young woman that I am, there's certain things that I expect, there's certain ways that I conduct myself. And I think it's important for me to share just because I know that I am a little bit different from my generation. I know that there are younger women who look up to me. I know that there are women who share the same values as me, so my opinions or my knowledge might benefit them or add to what they already know. So I just think it's an important thing to share, and especially on a topic such as dating. It's juicy, but it's also very strategic. You have to be very strategic because it's not a game. To me, it's not a game. I know, like, this sounds a little harsh, but it's like, why would you play with your emotions, your feelings, your reputation, who you let into your space? Like, that's nothing to play about. So I definitely want to dive into the topic. And if you want more content like this, definitely subscribe to my channel. Comment down below what you want to work on, what you're looking for, because my content is geared towards women between the ages of 18 and 24. Anybody could benefit from my content, but it's so important for me to share this with women in my boat. You know what I'm saying? So let's dive into the topic. So let's dive into the first thing. And y'all, comment if you like this whole Taste Corner setup. I think when I have conversations like this and content like this, I will want to have it in this because it's so cute. And I'm going to miss it when I go back to school. Lord, please let us go back to school. In my notes, because I did not want to get off track and I wanted to hit every important detail. The first thing, there is a difference between dating and relationship. I think most people get confused. This is where feelings get wrapped up in this stage. So I just want to break this down for you. Number one, and in my generation, everybody wants to say, oh, we're talking. We're talking. What is that? What is that? If you want to talk to me, we're just friends. We're just acquaintances. We're not anything more than that. Dating is when you're talking to somebody, you're getting to know them on an understanding that you have a certain attraction to them, right? So when I'm dating you, also the thing is, you're not just talking. You're doing things with each other. You're going out on dates. You're engaging in activities with each other.
Talking is not a thing. Let's go out in the daytime.
Relationship, to me, relationship is commitment. That means we've dated, we know what we know about each other, and we feel like we're at the point as to where we can form something more, work on forming something more. So after we've dated, we've gone out, really have formed strong feelings for each other, and to me, as a woman, I would want the man or the guy to say, will you be my girlfriend? Because I'm not gonna ask. You know how they have the women proposing? No, ma'am, will not be me. So I'm definitely not gonna ask the guy to be my boyfriend. So once he says, Tay, you know, we've been at this for a while, I really like you, or, you know, you can date somebody to form feelings to fall in love with them. So I really like you, or I love you, and I want to take this a step further. I want to be with you and only you. That is a relationship. Let's talk about what you should do before you even start dating somebody or saying that you want to pursue relationships or get out there to understand somebody else. Before you date anyone, work on truly knowing who you are and what you want. And then ask yourself the question, why are you single? That is a very important question to ask. So understand that it is a process. You're not going to know everything about yourself in one day. And for me, I feel like I know a lot about myself, but do I know everything? No. So I'm constantly working on that every day. Taylor, what do you like? Who is the woman that you want to become? What type of woman that you want to become? What are your life goals? Those are the things you have to understand and know about yourself before you even start wanting a relationship with somebody else. Because with somebody else, they bring in all of their other things, good or bad. So you need to know all of your good or bad qualities that you have about yourself. And also ask yourself why you're single. Like for me, now, if everything I just said as far as knowing about yourself, I kind of know all of that already. I still have a lot more to learn. Things might change as years go on, but for right now, I'm confident in who I am, the type of person that I am, and what I'm looking for when I start dating. Now, the reason I'm single is because I don't like what I see out here. And that does not mean I don't like people, but it does mean that I am choosing to preserve myself and my energy towards people and situations or circumstances that will benefit me. And with what I am approached with, that's just not something I choose to engage in, because my generation, either they want to put you in the talking stage and waste your time. It's a waste of feelings, because when you're talking to somebody like that and you like them and they say they like you, but y'all aren't doing anything to progress that, y'all aren't having certain conversations, y'all aren't going out on dates, it's a waste of time and feelings and mixed feelings that get wrapped up. And then that's where everything goes wrong, because you skipped the being friends part, you skipped the dating part, you just formed feelings from having basic conversation. And it's not worth it to me. And then two, everybody just want to smash. Like, that's just simple, and I'm not here for it. No ma'am, no sir. 3, if you meet someone, focus on getting to know them for who they are. And this puts more emphasis on being friends first. And that does not mean that you can't not find them attractive, but once you start putting in feelings and giving energy other than platonic, then you're gonna find yourself in a place that, you know, y'all might not be on the same page. Whether that's what you guys want from each other or the type of relationship y'all have. So focus on being friends first. Yeah, it's nice to think that a guy is cute, but who is he? Because looks don't have anything to do with it.
That's the part they don't know. Looks ain't got nothing to do with it. But if you ain't got it in your heart, you ain't got nothing.
Your heart is not right. Your mind is not right. Our values do not line up. It's not going to work. So please make sure that you are spending time to really getting to know a person for who they are. And always remember that genuine interest is greater than attraction. Because a guy can say, okay, let's start dating, right? He can ask you out. He has that attraction at that moment where he asks you out. He has that genuine interest. But if that genuine interest falls by the wayside, but he's still attracted to you, that's where you have those mixed signals coming in. That's where you have those wishy-washy days where he wants to text when he wants to text, or he wants to call when he wants to call. You understand what I'm saying? So please make sure that you are looking at what the person is giving you as opposed to what you think they can give you. You cannot look at the potential in a person when it comes to that. You have to look at what they're giving you straight up. Once you start to like them, remember that feelings are not fact. And this goes back to what I said. You cannot look at the potential. You cannot look at, oh, I think he can do this because no. You have to look at the facts. if he does not call you between certain hours and he only calls you at late at night or whatever, then it might not be. You might really like this guy, but he's obviously not feeling you like that. And I definitely have more content on signs to look out for and stuff like that. But for right now, just focus on, well, let me focus on the tips. And make sure you all have the same values. Act accordingly to actions, not words. Again, if his actions are not lining up with his words, don't waste your time. Period. If he says, oh, I'm going to call you back, and it's 4 hours, because it's literally like out of the situation, I was just like, this literally happened. 4 hours. No, cut it off. If he falls off, state your expectations once. Now, this is if y'all have been dating for a while. You know, I would only really give this like 3 months, and you really like him, and it's evident that he likes you, but he really doesn't know how to, you know, he doesn't know how to not handle a woman like you, but he's never had a woman like you, so he really doesn't know what you expect or how to work with your expectations. Like, you always have to teach people how to treat you. So for me, I know I'm gonna have to teach you guys how to treat me, because I know I'm different from these girls. Now, I may come across one who already know what he's doing, but if not, it's certain ways that you can slide it in, but only do that one time directly. Now, it's certain ways that you can slide it in, like, hey, you know, I did a love language quiz, or do you know your love language? And that's how you can slide that in. He says no. Okay, let's do the quiz right now. Like, y'all on FaceTime or y'all are together. Oh, let's do the quiz, babe. Like, you know how to work that in. If not, I would definitely make a video on it. Only state your expectations once. And if they don't live up to them or correct themselves or make an effort to correct themselves with the risk of you leaving, drop them. Listen to me, sis. But this is so important. And I love you so much. And I see your worth as a woman. Just listen to me clearly. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Never. When I say never, never chase a man.
Never. When I say never, never chase a man.
Chase what? You chase the bag. You chase your degree. You do not chase a man. Period. Been there, done that, okay? And when I tell you in this moment on May 17th, 2020, at 19 years old, Miss Regal Tay will never. Do you understand how many fish are in the sea? So if he is not giving you that attention, if he is not treating you how you should be treated, drop him. Listen, somebody's out there for you, and he's going to chase you, not the other way around. These men are designed to hunt. They know what to do. It's in their DNA. Period. They know. They really do know. They act like they don't know. They want to see what you know. But they know that it's their job to pursue a woman. And if they are mature enough and man enough to understand that, it will be no issue. Make sure that you know the type of man you want, what level of maturity he has to have, and that he understands that it's his job to pursue you. He asked you out on the dates. And guys, if y'all looking at this, if you ask somebody out on a date, please leave. Stop asking what she wants to do, okay? You plan. Listen, babe, I need you to be dressed by this, that, and the third. We like that. We like that. It's not a matter of controlling, not a matter of giving directions. It's a matter, oh, my man knows what I like. If you have to chase him, you have to call and text him every day, you have to put in all of this effort as the queen that you are, you're wasting your time. And he's not the man for you. Do you understand? I sit on my throne. I sit in my corner on my throne proudly. Who's next? It's a who's next. If you want to... Person A want to play games? Okay, move over, please, thank you. Hi, how are you? What are you coming with? If actions and words are not matching up, fall back. Now, this is the art of falling back when in dating. So y'all have been dating for a while, but stuff is just not adding up. As a woman, it's time for you to fall back. Because like I said earlier, a man knows what he wants. He knows how to get it. He has an idea. If he doesn't know all of the steps, he knows some of them. He knows step 1. have done effort, don't entertain it. Some of y'all might not look at it like that, but that's how I look at it. You don't respect me. If you're giving me half done effort and you know the type of woman I am, you have an idea, that's what made you attracted to me in the first place? No, sir. No, sir. Next caller! Next caller! Do not accept inconsistency. You can be cute all you want, but if you don't respect me as a woman, you don't respect my values, you would never understand who I am in this moment. You would never be able to handle the woman I evolved to become. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're gonna elevate. He can't handle you now, he can't handle you at higher status. And that's on period. So don't accept inconsistency. Stop responding to the late texts and the late night phone calls and the late, all of that, don't respond. Let him go in peace. What is meant for you will find you. Always remember that. It's more for you out there. So this half-done inconsistency, nonchalant behavior, we don't need it. Y'all always ask Sierra what is her prayer. First of all, you need to make your own prayer. That's the gag. You really have to make your own prayer. What do you want in a man? And then pray for that. Be specific. And then pray for it. And believe and have faith that that will come to you when the time is right. Lord, I'm not gonna start preaching today, so we're gonna move on. But please know that the love for you, the perfect love for you at the perfect time. Because I also believe that if the timing is not right now, it would never be right. That's back to, if he can't handle you now in circumstances now, how can he handle you when you level up? How? This is the last thing, and this is the most important thing. So if you made it this far, first of all, clap it up. Clap it up. Because we here, okay? Listen. If all else fails, just not working out, and you find yourself in a space with this one person where it's a pattern of inconsistency, pattern of disappointment, delete the contact. Especially if you're not in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, see if you can work on it. If you can't, hey, this is not working out. It's just not really working out for us. This isn't really what I envisioned for our relationship. And in order to, now this is, I hope now when y'all are in a relationship, y'all have formed a friendship. In order to preserve our friendship, I think we should sever ties. But we can still be friends. I would love to still be friends with you, hang out with you. But us in a romantic relationship is not the best thing for us. And it's not the best thing for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta learn how to word things, how to say things. But cut it off. There's no point of having disappointment, inconsistency, all of that in your life when you aren't even a person to do that to somebody else. And that's not what you stand for. Women who are my age or in my age group aren't my focus. And this is what I want to say to the college girl. This is what I want to say to the high school senior, high school junior, because honestly, freshman and sophomore, like, you might, I've seen it that you're in, and even middle school, I've seen it that y'all are in relationships. But child, first of all of high school, live your best life, period, die. Have your prom date, and that's that. But if you are in a relationship and you're in your late years of high school, and you're in your early college years, or you're just in college in general, let me tell you this. A man, a boy, because in those moments, to me, they're not men yet. In college, they're becoming men. They're figuring out. But in my opinion, when you're in middle school, high school, they're not really men yet. Some who are very mature are becoming, but not yet. So, a boy or a man should not be your focus. You need to be your focus. You need to figure out what you want to do in life. What are your goals? Who you are in the moment and who you want to be. What do you want to accomplish in life? And let me tell you this, a reason why I'm able to speak on it, and I'm able to, if you were to ask me, Taylor, what do you want to do in life? I can give you a direct answer. What is your next move in 4 years? I can give you a direct answer, even in 2. It might not be what actually happens. It might not become a reality, but it's an idea. It's something that I'm working towards. And honestly, with manifestation, your dreams, your goals, and aspirations will become your reality if you really manifest it and you believe in it. But that's another video. The reason I can give you an answer is because I haven't had the focus of trying to be everything for someone else. I'm focused on being everything for me. Now, if you've been in relationships, you haven't even had time, honestly, in my opinion, as a high schooler, to really figure yourself out yet. And then when you go on to college, you add freedom to that. You add a whole bunch of other aspects to that. So in this moment in college specifically, you better live your best life. And I say that because the freedom you have, even with us being back home for quarantine, you need to appreciate it. Because, child, I wish I could go back to Hofstra. I'm not saying I hate it here, but it's real different. Hofstra, if I want to sleep in, I can sleep in. Here, nah. You gonna get up, you gonna clean, you're gonna cook. You know what I'm saying? So please, your freedom, and that's another thing. In a relationship, you don't have freedom. Yeah, you have your freedom as an individual person, but you committed to somebody else, so you can't be out here in the streets thotting and bopping or doing what you want to do. Back to the point. A guy should not be your focus. We're on quarantine right now. If you're not in a relationship and you in a committed relationship, you need to focus on yourself. Not telling you what to do, but it's my suggestion. Because the debate is now, what are you coming out of quarantine with? What skill have you learned? It doesn't have to be a skill. It can just be, oh, I learned that I like this about myself. I've learned to appreciate my body. I've learned to appreciate my natural beauty. Like, it's you. It's you. It's you. You are the focus. Live your life. Live your life before you start all of that. Yes, date. If you want to, like, I'm not going to do the talking, but if you want to do talking stages, do it. But also make sure that you are, your main focus is you. Make sure you know where you're going, who you are, where you're going. And that's that. Focus on your goals, growing and grinding. Like, this is not a time to play, especially in college. Like, even right now, for my college ladies, what are we going to do? We are paying a lot of money. So I hope we can go back. Like, this coronavirus is a life-changing thing for us right now. Like, for me, my focus does not need to be on a boy, because I need to figure out if I'm going to go back to school fall semester. And if not, what am I going to do financially if they try to charge this absurd amount of money for online classes? Because it would not be done. And then for my field, I'm a public relations major. I have to get that hands-on, for me, and just in general. For any major, it's good to get hands-on experience through internships and learning your industry. So we can't intern. I applied to so many internships, and I believe that I would have gotten one this summer. But everybody canceled because of the virus. So you have to think about where your life is going. Like, right now, this is a tip right now for my ladies. And if you're not in college, share this. Or if you know somebody who's in college, share it. Just for this tip in general. I say ladies, but and gentlemen. There are free online sources for you to learn new skills from. I know Google's giving one for certain skill sets that you have to have when working in a work environment, like typing, certain certifications. So please look out for that, those free services. I know Photoshop, if you're public relations, communications, television, film, Photoshop is free right now. Work on yourself, work on learning new things about yourself, building yourself before you start adding anybody to an equation. And if he's giving you heck, drop him. If he's not your husband, drop him. And if he's your husband, correct him. Don't drop him. Y'all have obviously gotten that far. Now, if he's just out of hand, out of pocket, then you might have to, that's your decision. But, so this is very long. I'm glad you made it to this point. I'm glad to give you this advice. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video to anybody you think could use these tips. And hey, Taste Corner, all summer 2020, we're coming with more content like this. Because I have to let y'all know. I really do. And I really love you guys. And I want to see you guys be your best selves. Become the best women you can become. If you're a gentleman, become the best man you can become. And that's on period all 2020. Regal energy. Bye.